all you beautiful people. My name is Mahia, and I am your blind guide. And the first one I want to talk to you guys about is SHIBNOBI. Now, there's been some fear, uncertainty, and doubt around the project because what happened was Cliff took a lot out of liquidity, and he went through DEX tools and made sure that this would not give them a red flag, like missing liquidity or anything like that. So he took 4.2 million from liquidity, and a lot of that got sent to the burn wallet. But the only issue is it made liquidity so low, or it dropped so much that a lot of people, their wallets showed that they had a lot less coins than they had previously, but the value has not changed and the market cap of the project has not changed at all. Though Cliff has already came up with one solution to a problem, and he's implemented 8% reflections, which is a lot, and that's really going to help out the people who are still holding Shibnobi, because they'll get so much more. And then he's also alluded to he wants to do something even bigger for the people who are holding and did not jump ship when all this FUD started happening and everything else. So for those holders that did not sell, he has something special. He could not specify what yet, but I would assume it's one of two things. The first one, he might do this, but I'm a little iffier on it, and that just being to do a larger reflection for those holders, or like an airdrop, something like that. But what I think he might be doing, and which would be way more epic, would be to drop some NFTs to those people who didn't sell, because those are the people who really believe in the project, and I feel like they're the community foundation in which everything is going to build on and expand. Because I mean, they have faith in the project. That's why they didn't sell. So I think what he's going to do for them is going to be really special. So I can't wait to see that. Again, not financial advice, but I would not personally sell if I was in Shibnobi right now, because very good chance that if you did sell, once he drops whatever this news is, you're going to really be regretting it. Personally, I see this one having, if they can knock everything out and they can get everything back on track, just get everything to where there's no real issues or anything like that. I mean, this one not even that huge of a deal, especially with everything he's doing to handle it, and how transparent and communicate how transparent he's been, and how he's communicated all the issues and all the remedies to solve the problem. But okay, so Shibnobi already has Dojo Swap, making it so much easier to swap, say, between like ETH or Binance or Polygon, and I think they even mentioned adding the Chronos blockchain to it. And they don't have a native token. That's one of the things I really like. Like, you don't have to go and you don't have to go and get ETH, transfer it into the thing, then get their native Dojo Swap token, and then swap that for whatever you want. And then when you sell, having to do pretty much a reverse process. They're trying to make that way more simplified by not making you go through all those steps. And I really like that. the Kitana wallet is going to add a third layer of authentication just to make sure it's you, and I really like that. So there will be an extra password you have to put with that, and that will really make crypto a lot safer, make a lot of people feel more comfortable who are kind of a little nervous to put any money into it. And I think it'll be a really good game changer. Not to mention, so many people are nervous about crypto losing this and that. All if they have my password, they can get all my money. What happens if someone has your social security number? What happens if someone has your debit card number? I mean, honestly, that's billions of people a year who get credit card scammed. Maybe even more than that, because some people get scammed, they get a new card, and they get scammed again. It's a lot of people point at crypto like it's so dangerous and so much bad can happen with your investments, but I mean, credit cards, banks, social security numbers, they all get stolen. What you have to do is keep your info safe. But with social security, banks, credit cards, they don't have to have that. They can hack into the system and get all that info. But with crypto, you can hold it on what's called a cold wallet, which is essentially just a little drive that you would put it on and maybe put in like a vault or a safety box, or even take it to the bank and rent out one of their little the little boxes that they have. So really, I don't understand that argument too much. I can understand people are nervous about it. It's new. They don't want to get scammed. But I mean, scamming happens a lot more outside of cryptocurrency than it does inside of cryptocurrency. Not to mention how many people come from very low income levels or even poverty, social security, all the way up to millionaire or billionaire. And that is the goal of this. But sorry, I got a little off subject about that. But so that was the Kitana wallet that's giving the third layer authentication, just to make sure it's you, which I really like that. They're also going to be doing a like a Shinjoverse, so like their own metaverse. Most likely, there's going to be reality in that, and beyond that, their play to earn game platform, where they're going to have games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and League of Legends. I think I saw that on there too, and more to come. That will be a game changer, because that is going to get so many people a lot more into crypto. Because especially if they're good at those games, and they can earn a lot of money, obviously they're gonna want to do it. I mean, I know a lot of gamers. I mean, I'm a gamer. I mean, I can't see, so Mortal Kombat's kind of my game because you don't need sight for that one. But there are so many gamers who ask about this and are curious about it, but just haven't jumped in, and this would be a great way for those people to jump into it. So I really like that. I think SHIBNOBI is going to have, if they can knock all this stuff out of the park and get rid of a lot of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I think they're going to have an amazing summer. So I can't wait to see that. The next one that I gotta talk to you guys about is SHIBTORO. Now, this one is mainly known for like its flexonomics, which is flexible tokenomics. Like tomorrow they're going to vote again, but for now it's still 0% buy tax and 20% sell tax, which really helps the project to go up and up. And being able to switch the tokenomics can really help you control like the support level, help to really boost past any resistance levels just by making, just by altering the flexonomics a little bit. So I really like that because they really do have control, in my opinion, over the price action. So I really like that. Plus, this community is great at or project is great at listening to the community. And it was a community holder that coined the phrase flexonomics. And also, the community was asking for a poker club, and they delivered that. And not only did they deliver by having a poker club on PokerStars.com, but also they're giving away ETH prizes. The last prize I saw, which I don't even know if the contest is over yet, but it's 5,000 USDT. Like, that is a lot of money. And if you are good at poker, if you are, I don't see any reason not to just go get a little bit of SHIBTORO, go to these poker tournaments, and then just make more money and more money. I mean, again, not financial advice, but I mean, if you're really good at poker, I'd go ahead and do it. Like, a lot of these play to earn games have really big prizes, so if you're good at them, definitely take advantage of it. And then also with SHIBTORO, the CEO of it asked the community what they thought about doing a $10,000 minimum monthly buyback and burn for Shiba Inu. Now that I really like, because when a project does something to help another project, a lot of times you will see an influx of people either deciding to get out of that first project when they think it's gone as high as it had, or it will short term, or if they have enough, they'll just get into both projects. Because one, I mean, a community helping out another community, that's huge. And two, I mean, they see the investment potential, especially if you're going and you're gonna help and essentially open the doors for a collab with a different token. I mean, that's like 100% upside, as long as you're not getting involved with like a scam token. And I mean, I do so much research to make sure I will never give you guys a scam token. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Now again, do your own due diligence and all that. I'm not recommending you talk to a financial advisor, because most financial advisors would tell you never get in crypto, never get in NFT. The person who put like 800 in Shiba Inu and that turned to $5.4 billion, they would have told that person not to do it. They would have told them Shiba Inu is a scam. I mean, yeah, so I'm not recommending you guys to talk to a financial advisor. I'm just informing you I am not, and this is not financial advice, because I don't want to get sued. But again, not telling you to go talk to a financial advisor. A lot of YouTubers say that. That is one thing I will never say to you guys, because I truly believe that is very bad advice. I mean, yeah, just I would not do that. But anyways, so the big news for SHIBTORO right now is they're so far ahead of schedule on their NFTs that were supposed to come out, I think, like end of Q3, maybe beginning of Q4, but they're going to be out very soon. And I mean, when a project is doing that, when they're getting ahead of their roadmap, and they're doing, the club, that wasn't one of the plans. The Shiba Inu burns, that wasn't one of the plans. They're doing so many things outside of what they need to be doing, which isn't bad at all. Like, I'm not saying they're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, but they're just giving so much back to community and other projects, and that hasn't affected their timetable. So I really, really like this project. Um, I think SHIBTORO is going to have a 50 to $100 million market cap sometime in the next few months. I mean, this project is awesome. So is the community. I just can't wait to see where they go. And then the last project I want to talk to you guys about tonight is Apollo Inu. Now, I hate to say certain projects I'm way, way more bullish on than the other, because all the projects I bring to you guys, I truly believe they are great, great investment opportunities. Unless I say I haven't done all my due diligence yet and it's a new project, like, for example, WAGMI, or like Yacht Club Inu. Like, they're too new for me to get all the information that I require to, say that I truly, truly believe in this project. But Apollo Inu is one I 100% believe in. Like, my list is always ever changing and evolving on how I feel about different projects. But Apollo Inu, it's always been on the top projects in my opinion. Like, this one, in my opinion, is easily going to get up to like Xenu levels and Shiba Inu levels. I mean, this one is, yeah, it's already performed so amazing. The CEO, Matt Johnson, okay, he was there when web development first started, and that's what he was doing, making websites for like the Texas Rangers, and there was another team. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. But anyways, he was doing, he was developing websites for huge corporations or companies. I don't know exactly what a sports team is considered, but then he would start developing apps right when apps were like really right when companies wanted apps, but people weren't even as excited about them. Like, he saw the potential before anybody else. Also, he's been in gaming. He's also been in augmented reality. So I mean, he has been in all the things that are really like popular right now, and now he's in crypto. But more than that, his project, so amazing. Like, this is a project I want to go, because I'll be transparent, I don't have any holdings in it now. I'm waiting for my ID. Prior to my ID, I have like two or three projects I'm still invested in currently, because I was able to get into them before I was having so many issues with my ID. But I got this the little certificate saying my social security card's on the way. So once I get that, I get my ID, and I'm really back into crypto, and I will be 100% transparent about all my holdings, all my buys, and all of my sells, because again, I'm going to be doing a $1,000 to $1 million challenge, and my time frame for that is 6 months. Now, that's just my personal goal for me, but again, I'm going to be 100% transparent, and I know I can make it, because a few of the plays I tried to get into like pre-sell or just get into, close to launch, I wasn't able to, because there's always one more thing I had to get done. So I missed out on, for example, Zelda Inu, which did a 250x, Clifford Inu, which did like a 700x. Guzzler, which did, I'm not 100% sure, but I know they really had a parabolic run too. And then Pucci Inu, which did like an 80x. Just combining like the Pucci Inu and the Clifford Inu, because I was so bullish on those ones because they came from Yasha Launch, which I really love that community, that I would have gone all in those. I really would have. I'm not just saying it. And you guys will see the proof once I can start this. Because yeah, we're going to be making some insane amounts of money and movements. But okay, so back to Apollo Inu. What they have going on, which I really like, is they're out to try to help the next generation of creators. Not even just the next generation, just any creator, doesn't really matter what your age is. But whether it's like talking about someone making trying to come out with a cryptocurrency or a different decentralized application, or whether it be like NFTs, or even certain stuff like YouTube creators in the like digital finance, or I think I even heard some talk about artists or musicians. So it's really exciting. Though I see the artists being more like NFT artists, which a lot of traditional art has gone into NFTs. objkt.com, they do all that on the Tezos blockchain. A lot of really good artists, Flim, 1010, blanking on the rest right now. I wasn't planning to even bring this one up in the video, but that's what they got. That's what they're doing. So they're going to be, Apollo Inu is going to be helping out all kinds of projects with a $5,000 to $50,000 allocation on a weekly basis, to add to the charity pool, or not charity pool, the prize pool. And then every month or every week, I think it's going to be weekly, people will vote on what projects they want to support financially through the prize pool. And they might even vote on amounts. But the applications for that is going to be dropped this week. Like, to me, that is just huge, because so many people are going to be going out and buying Apollo Inu just so they can try to get on this, which I personally think that's awesome, and it'll be so good for the project. And I mean, the project, it's helping people out who really need it, because when you're trying to become an artist or create your own crypto, NFTs, YouTube, whatever it is, that stuff is incredibly expensive. So they're going to really try to help a lot of people get into the businesses that they wouldn't have previously had an opportunity to do. Or maybe they would, but it would be 10 years down the line before they could get the finances ready. But this project is going to help remedy that whole situation. So kind of getting rid of the whole starving artist type thing. So I really like that. Matt Johnson, he is killing it. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And I think it's going to be an amazing project. And the fact that their pool already has over $4 million for these giveaways, like that, to me, is just insane. Because that would be, if it was 50,000 a week, that would be 40 weeks. 40 weeks already. And the more people get into this project, the more volume that's into it, the higher that allocation for the prize pool is going to be. But again, 40 weeks. Like, that is insane. And that's at 50,000. some of these projects probably won't get that much. Some of them might not even be requesting that much. Because I haven't looked at the application yet because, they're dropping this week. I'm going to look at one and let you guys know more about it. But some projects might be like, hey, I only need 10 grand to start what I'm doing. And, since people vote on it, they might be like, all right, let's help this person out who wants 10 grand. And I mean, even if it's small amounts, they might even pick 2 winners a week. I honestly don't know, but I know the community, because this is a very community driven project too, is going to really be heard by Matt Johnson. So I really, really like what this project's doing. Like I said, $4 million, 40 weeks at 50 grand, they could be doing this. Not to mention, like I said, the more volume they get, the more holders that prize pool is just going to go up and up and up. And yeah, I just love to see that. And I know I haven't talked about it in a full video, but I'm planning to do one tomorrow. So Shiba Inu came out with their metaverse. It's SHIB the metaverse. 99,000 plots of land. So like when I was saying in my prediction video that I was hoping they'd drop 2 pieces of news, they did. Now I'll be honest, I was thinking it'd be like a motor vehicle thing and then the metaverse, and then realty would come later on. But them doing the metaverse and SHIB realty at the same time, I think that's also awesome. Plus, with how big this Shibaverse is going to be, I don't count out there will be some form of transportation inside the metaverse. And depending what that is, that could also be outside of the metaverse, in real life. Like, they do some type of partnership with the EV company, and then you can use those EVs also in the metaverse. Now, again, that's complete speculation. I just know from the sound of the size of this metaverse, I don't know if the dogs are just going to be able to run really, really fast. I honestly don't know exactly how they're going to do all that at this point. But really like to see what they did. And just like I was thinking in my video, that leading up to it, leash would just explode. It would just be on a tear pretty much. And that's what it did. So I know a lot of people were, bought a lot of it, sold at the top, and then just use that to buy some of these properties. But if you have leash, or if you have a Shiboshi, you get early access. Plus, if you have either of those, that's what you need to be able to put a bid on one of the properties in their metaverse, which 35,000, I think 36,000 are going to be allocated to holders that do have a Shiboshi or leash. And then after that, they're going to be opening it to, the first one will be bids. The second one will be like a fixed amount. And then the third one will be basically like, it'll be more open to the public. Like the 36,000 one, I think that might just be for people who got on like a whitelist earlier. But either way, these properties, just like Sandbox or Decentraland, some of them are going to be selling for millions of dollars. I mean, most of them, I would assume, even just hundreds of thousands of dollars. The really, really popular ones and spots in which there's a lot of traffic, I could see those going, upwards of 10 million easily. Because so many companies in e-commerce are going to want these properties so they can run ads on them and show whatever their product or platform is trying to promote. So I mean, and you could even see other cryptos, especially other Inu cryptos or SHIB cryptos, trying to get properties so they can run their own advertisements on it. So I think these will really, really explode in value. So I hope if any of you are trying to get one or are trying to still get one, that will be able to happen for you. Because yeah, I think these ones are going to just explode in value. And then one other thing, okay, so Stephen Cooper from Vigor Entertainment has said they're not going to be continuing the SHIB burns that they were doing, the burn parties. And a lot of that might be because, he was getting a lot of flack and a lot of like hate about it. Then also just for his business in general, he might have had a set amount in which he could, burn, because again, they're throwing away money by doing that pretty much. A company can't do that forever. But even though he is not going to be doing it, like I said earlier with SHIBTORO, they're going to be doing that. There are a lot more people in the community, doing $5,000-$10,000 burns. There's a SHIB burn, the token. There's ETH Shiba, which that is another one on the back end when you're buying that coin, and I think even selling it. So much of it is allocated to a burn wallet for Shiba Inu, and then on top of all that, they're going to be dropping Shiba